How's it going, fam? This is going to be a quick video from me all about the Kanto Legendaries coming to GMAX battles in Pokemon Go, starting with none other than Articuno for this coming Max Monday. Now, being that these are going to be the very first Legendary Dynamax battles that we're going to have, there's actually not a lot that we know about them. Our current experience with Dynamax leads us to understand that there will be a maximum of 4 trainers in the battle, which is a far cry from the 20 that's generally expected for normal raid battles. So in order to be able to prepare as best we can with the information that we do have, Articuno itself has 4 weaknesses: a double weakness to rock, and then a single weakness to fire, electric, and steel type attacks. Now, because currently in the game we don't actually have any rock type Dynamax or Gigantamax available, the best counters that we currently have available in the game right now, in no particular order, is going to be 1. Gigantamax Charizard using fire moves. Number 2, Gigantamax Toxtricity. Number 3, Dynamax Charizard. Number 4, Dynamax Toxtricity. Number 5, we have Dynamax Metagross. 6, we have Dynamax Cinderace. Do bear in mind at the same time that Cinderace actually has a Gigantamax, which will be coming to Pokemon Go at a later time, so if you haven't used your resources there already, maybe save them for when that comes out. And the last most effective encounter that we're going to have is going to be Dynamax Excadrill. Earlier I mentioned the double weakness to rock type attacks, and Excadrill has access to Metal Claw, Steel type for its fast attack. Because our max moves are based on our fast attacks, that has access to max Steel Spike, but then during non-Dynamax mode we have Rock Slide, so taking advantage of that double weakness where we can. Based off what we know, the 3 other ways that we can be best prepared is: first, planning ahead. Max Monday is going to be your best opportunity to be able to attack these together with a team, because during that hour every power spot is going to be populated with an Articuno raid. So knowing this, it could be an idea to pick 2, 3 or 4 power spots that you aim to be hitting with a group, and within the last 24 hours leading up to Max Monday, you can battle whatever's on those power spots, which will then allow you to be able to leave behind a Dynamax Pokemon or a Gigantamax Pokemon, not something that you're going to be using on the evening, but placed at that power spot, as the more Pokemon that we're able to leave at these power spots is going to contribute or help towards dealing bonus damage for anyone looking to complete a max battle at that power spot, as long as your Pokemon is there. Which brings me to my next tip: organize a meetup, and you'll want to do this as soon as possible. What that's going to enable you to do is to communicate with the team, get an idea on the numbers that you're going to have there on the evening, and sort out a rough plan on power spots that you're going to aim to hit on Max Monday. Again, giving people an opportunity, if they can, to go and battle whatever's there within the last 24 hours and leave a Pokemon at the power spot. Again, it's only going to help you. And the last tip that we have for the video is to remember the fundamentals. Being a legendary Pokemon in a Dynamax battle, we're expecting that these are going to be fairly difficult, especially if we're expected to take these on with maybe a maximum of 4 players in a lobby, which could mean at the time that it comes to your meetup, you're going to have a bunch of players all with accounts with different level Pokemon, and dare I say, most of which are not going to be prepared. So at this point it's going to be important to be able to coordinate your team so that you can mix the strongest of your players amongst some of the not so strong, to be able to give everyone an equal chance to be able to take down an Articuno for themselves. And remembering the fundamentals literally means remembering or understanding at the very least that these are not the same as raid battles as we have known them since 2018 or 17 or whenever it was. So we need to communicate with our teams of 4 so that we know who's going to be doing the attacks, who's going to be doing the shields, or who in the team even has these moves available to them. We've got between now and Monday to be able to prepare as best we can the counters that we have or are able to get by then. And with that, of course, these being the very first Dynamax Legendaries in Pokemon Go, I'm really looking forward to a brand new challenge. We've already got our first meet set up for Max Monday for Articuno here in Tauranga, New Zealand, where with our team we'll be taking down some Articunos on the evening, which I'll be filming here in New Zealand, one of the earliest time zones, and looking to post to YouTube between 9 and 10 PM New Zealand time, so that the video would be ready for the rest of the world to see. And hopefully we'll be able to answer some pretty basic or waiting questions which may be on our minds at the moment. First of which, for me, how many trainers are we allowed in the battle? Is it really only going to be 4? Or is it going to be similar to Gigantamax, which can stack teams of 4 up to a certain limit? We don't know. Are there any particular movesets which are going to be troublesome for our counters? And if so, can we battle the same one, and does that moveset change like it does with GMAX battles? We're unsure. And probably the last big one on my mind is, How much does it actually cost to battle? I would assume 800 max particles, but then who knows? There might literally be a reason why we're able to hold up to 1,000 in the bag. We just don't know. So be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, if you want to know the answers to these questions as soon as possible. And if you yourself have any questions that you would like to know the answers to on the evening, let me know down in the comments below, and I'll do my best to get that answer to you in the video. Until then, I hope you're looking forward to the challenge, as am I. I appreciate you all, and we'll see you in the next one.